Welcome to part 2 of Programming Amazon SQS and SNS using the AWS NodeJS software development kit. So in this part we're going to look at using the SNS service to send messages to our SQS queue. We would do this if we had an application that would be sending off messages through SNS, or we could have, for example, CloudWatch notifications that we would want to respond to, for example. So there's a number of ways that we might want to receive SNS notifications and process those in the same way that we do a general SQS message. So we're going to set up first a subscription for an SNS topic and then subscribe our SQS queue to that topic. So we're going to services and then SNS. And we click on Get Started. Okay, so we want to create a topic, and we're just going to call this topic \lab and give it a similar name for display name. Okay, so \lab for our topic name, and just plain backspace for our display name, and we just click on Create Topic, and that's how easy it is to create a topic in SNS using the console, not a problem. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll go into the SQS Management Console and we'll subscribe to that topic. So we go back into SQS, we click on our \lab SQS queue, and we go into Queue Actions, Subscribe Queue to an SNS topic, and then we select our \lab topic, and it will have the ARN for that topic, and we click on subscribe. So that'll take a while to be processed. Successfully subscribed the following queue to the SNS topic \lab. Permission to receive SNS notifications was added to the queue \lab. So that's fine. So if we go into SNS now, and we go into our subscriptions, it will be added to that. So we just click on refresh. And there we can see there is our new subscription, which is from SQS, and the endpoint of that, and the ARN of the topic that we're subscribing to. So what we can do now is if we go back into our topic, and if we publish to that topic, it will automatically be picked up and put into the SQS queue. So let's just see if that's working. So we just go to publish the topic. Okay, just going to put in something there. This is a message from AWS SNS to SQS. And just leave everything as it is and publish message. So as we can see, we've got no messages available, no messages in flight, but if we click on refresh, and there we have, our message is now available in the queue. So it's arrived from SNS and picked up by the SQS subscription to the SNS topic. Now jumping back into PuTTY, we can run our application again. So we look here and we go node-index.js, and we'll see what happens. Okay, if we scroll back up, we can see that it's gone through those, processing the 50 messages that we created as before. Everything is the same. But if we go a bit further up here, the very first message that is processed here this is a message from AWS SNS to AWS SQS. And so that's our SNS message that has been sent to the SQS service. It has been picked up here and it's been processed by our application. So everything's working fine there. So now I'm just jumping into Atom IDE again. So we're just going to replace the create messages function, which creates those 50 SQS messages, and we're just going to create our own SNS message to the SNS topic, publish that to the topic, which will be picked up by the SQS queue. So we're just going to get that now, and we delete what is there now and paste in our code. So what we need to do here is that we need to put in our target ARN, and that will be the target ARN for our SNS service. So we've got here SNS equals new AWS SNS, just as before it was AWS.SQS. So we're creating a new SNS object. And what we're doing here for our parameters is that we're going to create a message, which is just going to say this is a message from Amazon SNS. We're going to console log that out, and then we're going to do the method SNS.publish. And what we're going to pass in there will be the message and the target ARN, so we'll need to get that. And then on success, we will console log out the message that was sent. Okay, so we just need to get our target SNS ARN. And that's our target SNS ARN there. So we'll just copy that over. Okay, and then again we just Control S to upload that to our EC2 instance. And then we'll again run to PuTTY and see what happens. Okay, so I'll just Control C to clear the previous application that we were running. Okay, so we just do NodeJS into that, nodeindex.js. Okay, so it just outputted an error, and the reason for that was that our target ARN wasn't correct. So if we go into here, see target ARN, and that's because our Microsoft Word that we used to create the lab notes that we copied off is put in the wrong type of commas. So we just go back into Atom IDE, change those commas to the correct format. And again, we just upload that with Control S. And we'll run that again. Okay, so here we can have we've successfully created the SQS queue, and then we've sent a message to the to be published by the SNS topic. And then we've received one message from the SQS queue after that's happened. So a message sent by SNS and then received it back. And then we've processed that message, which again, this is a message from Amazon SNS. And then we've successfully deleted that message afterwards. And now the queue is empty and we're waiting for 60 seconds. So that's about all we need to do for this part of it. So we've gone through and we've used the NodeJS SDK to create a queue, to send messages to that queue, to read and process messages from that queue and delete them afterwards. And in this session, we've looked at using the AWS SNS service to create a message. First of all, create a topic, and then create or publish a message to that topic, which is then picked up by the SQS service, which is subscribed to that SNS topic. And our application in Node.js has then picked that up, processed it as before. So you can see there's going to be a lot of opportunities where you could use this to create applications that are very elastic and that can react to demand. So if you've got a queue there, you can allow stuff to build up and process it when your resources are available to process it. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next topic.